Well, welcome back, everyone. Today we are joined by Jamie Verhoff, certified nurse practitioner at Lima Memorial Health System's new Comprehensive Health Center. Now, she specializes in the care of patients with congestive heart failure. So thanks so much for joining us, Jamie.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Chris.
Yeah, so let's start by discussing the role of the Comprehensive Health Center. So how does it support patients, especially those living with congestive heart failure?
Yeah, so just like the name says, the Comprehensive Health Center, we really aim to provide comprehensive health care to patients with chronic diseases like heart failure or diabetes is another area that we treat. So we want to give them a network of providers focused on giving them the best treatment available and improving their quality of life. We want to offer the same level of care coordination in the outpatient setting that they get in the inpatient setting.
Yeah, that sounds, very beneficial. So can you share more about the specific care and support that you provide for those with congestive heart failure patients at CHC?
Yeah, so heart failure is the #1 cause of hospitalization in Americans over the age 65. So it's got a huge impact in our country. And as a patient living with it, it can have a huge impact on their life. Fortunately, we have great therapies available to treat these patients with medications and procedures, but there's a lot more to it than that. Patients need to have access to other things like transportation, food, housing, to be able to focus on their care. We also have a social worker on staff, a dietitian on staff to help patients with access to these things, as well as lifestyle interventions like diet and exercise that are so important in managing their care.
Yeah, that's very true. So what are some of the common challenges patients with congestive heart failure face, and how does the CHC help address those?
Yeah, the biggest complication people with heart failure have is fluid retention. So we really focus on educating patients, one, on preventing that fluid retention from happening in the first place, two, recognizing that fluid retention early on when it happens, because the earlier we catch it, the easier it is to treat and keep patients out of the hospital. So when my patients recognize these symptoms, I'm just a phone call away. They call, we have a treatment plan of how to adjust their medications to get rid of that fluid so that they continue going about their life.
Right. So for those that might be interested in learning more about the LMHS Comprehensive Health Center, how can they reach out?
The best way to get a hold of us is just by giving us a call. It's 419-998-8291.
All right. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Well, Jamie, I want to thank you for joining us today. Appreciate it.
Thanks so much.
All right. Well, don't go away because we have more when we return.